Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're playing round number 4, TGC Tours. This is the Villages of Florida Classic Platinum. We're having an okay tournament, I think. It's Monday morning, so I'm not positive about that, but I feel like we're having an okay tournament. Take out the round 1, we're doing pretty well. So we'll see how it goes from here. Hopefully we can get to 10, 11 would be great. I don't know the conditions yet, so we'll see. It's a tricky course, but if you hit good shots, it's fair. I will say that a couple of the pins are in unfair locations, but otherwise, I don't really have any complaints. Green tees, pin set number 4. Very high winds from the southeast, moderate, firm, and fast. So firm and fast, they're 170s, I believe. But with the very high wind, it's gonna play tricky. So 10 may be a pipe dream, depending on the conditions. We'll see how it goes.
Nice par 4. All right, time to giddy up. Get that ball in the fairway, and we'll mosey on our way. Okay.
That's a horrible swing. Just get lucky.
Let's have a good round and keep composure.
Better lucky than good, guys.
This is about
It's funny, I warmed up, like, I played 6 holes on another course, didn't hit a single fast. Alright, this wind is up there, pretty good here. It's probably like a 20-mile-an-hour difference. I mean, this could land at, like, 155, which wouldn't be awful. We're going to try this, see what happens. I think left is safer. It is. So we want to be left, but we don't want to be so far left we're on that tier up there. So see what we can do with it. It's coming in pretty nicely. It's a little bit long, but I think this is just going to sit down, trickle the hole, and be pretty good. It isn't long. It just dies. It's perfect. It's a great first shot. Down an inch. 155s. Okay, so they're 155s. They are not 170s. Go figure. We'll take that. So very high winds, but at least they're 150s, so it's not that bad. Got to make this.
Looking good.
And we missed it. Naturally. That's the story of my life right there. I honestly thought we didn't hit a bad putt there, too. That's probably why our putting's so bad, because I thought that was a pretty good putt. But we let one slip away. We try not to let it bother us too much.
Nice swing. Sounded great.
We still have 17 holes left. There's nothing saying we can't go on a good run somewhere else.
30 yards to the pin from here.
All right, this one's into us again. We hit this one fast, and this is going to be a problem. What's up, Phoebe? Back on the horse. Yes, sir. This is the worst putt we've left ourselves all tournament. Luckily, it's on the round that they're 155s, but gotta be careful here because this does have to get up this hill before it goes back down. Two putt here would be pretty good. I would obviously be stoked with that. All right, we do trickle it down. That's almost about as good as you could do with it, sadly. You were always going to end up being down here. The approach shot wasn't good enough. And this is why we needed to make, putts on one, because we're going to probably have situations like this here. It's a good putt.
Putt.
That's a huge putt for par. We can't be making bogeys. Let's get going now.
So
2
wind will be a
pars.
factor on
Got to
your
be better
start
on our
going right
approaches.
into
We
12th
cannot be
base.
short right here. .210, 190. I'm thinking this probably lands. This might land in here. I'm thinking if it lands high enough, we may use the backstop. But the problem is if we land too high, it might go all the way off. We're just going to put like 1 tap aloft on this. We want to make sure we hit left of the pin. So I'm going to aim a little further left than I think. We hit it fast, and this is definitely going to be over there. This should catch the slope, though. Or not.
Good stuff. And this one
Somehow
is
bounced. It bounced dead left. It must have landed right on the crest of the hill. Unfortunately, we are hurting again. We're just in a really bad spot. Slope isn't quite as severe as the last one, but we can't be putting ourselves in these kind of spots. We have an all tournament, and here we are now twice in a row. It's good speed. This one should stop. That's a good putt. Unfortunately, our good putts today are just resulting in pars. We got to be better in the wind for sure. Now this one is definitely drivable. I just don't know that it's worth it. This spot, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna hit it and see what happens. This might end up. Oh, this. Oh, if we got a better kick, that's actually perfect. I was honestly hoping that might go into the bunker, but I think we end up flopping this thing. It's pretty good if it sits. Hit it exactly how we wanted to. It's beautiful.
And there we go.
It's beautiful. All right, our first bird of the day comes on 4.
Looks like a par 4
We'll take it.
for this one.
We'll take them wherever we can get them, honestly, right now. This should kick fairway.
Oh, come on now.
Or not. Somehow that bounced straight on the first bounce.
Second shot.
It's a little unfortunate. I thought we actually played that how we wanted to. %. We're going to lose 30, 45, 50. It's just land like 115. This might work. I think we're going to play this. It may be a touch short, depending on the lie we end up getting out of here, but the wind takes out a little more than I thought it would. Jump over. It's so close to being all right.
This one's your third.
It's really not an awful spot, though. Let's go. That's a good birdie. Played it pretty well. We misjudged the wind on the second shot a little bit, but otherwise, it's pretty good. It's a good swing. This should be perfect. 347. Gives us a decent look in here. Do have this mound to contend with. I think we can just do this. Need to be up over this mound. Hit it fast. The wind's still trying to help us. It does. It's a little bit too short. Played it maybe a little too cautiously as far as loft and stuff. 27 feet. See if we can make a long one. We've not made a lot of long putts. Turn harder.
That's going right by the hole, isn't
It's
it?
not a bad run. Sit down.
All right, drop this par putt. Let's do it. So far, so good. Well done on this.
All right. Another par. 2 under so far. Not the greatest. Should have had that one-on-one, and I'm starting to really regret missing that putt. We have a little backstop if we need it. I actually think we probably just play this and see what happens with it.
Nice swing.
The wind take us over there. I'm thinking this curls up and around and then back at the hole. Don't stop. Don't you stop there, dude. Come on.
Like that, won't you?
That's a joke.
Here's an 11-footer.
I mean, you're trying to tell me that wouldn't pick up enough momentum on the orange slope to go ahead? Hit it just how we wanted to. It was honestly the perfect shot. We just get a little screwed there. I won't accept anything other than we got screwed as an answer, so don't try to tell me otherwise.
Well, it's heading towards the hole.
All right, make the putt.
To you.
It's a good putt. 30 under for the tournament. We do have a par 5.
Wind is blowing right to left on this one.
We haven't hit this fairway one time yet, and I honestly don't even know if I expect myself to here again. I'm almost wondering if, like, here is the better option now that we've played it 4 times. I mean, that does give you, like... I mean, that gives you 3-wood in. Although you have to hit over this hill. I think you have to be over here. What's this? Let's do this for you. I mean, that's like a 3-wood as well. Maybe even... I'm going to try to do this. Let's see what happens. It's a little slow. We get away with it, though.
Nicely played.
This should give us...
And this is around the 245-yard mark.
This should work. I'm gonna play this straight up and see what happens. We're gonna hit it fast. This is not gonna be any good.
Into the bunker.
It's a fly or lie out of this bunker.
Out of the green side
It's a
bunker.
shame we...
Let's have a
I mean,
nice
it would have been
look
long, I
at
think,
this
anyway,
battle.
so... Go ahead, in. Go ahead.
Wonderfully
It's a great
played
shot.
Sand shot. That's how you do it.
All right. Tap in birdie.
Looks like we've got
Would have been a really nice
3
eagle
in front
there,
of us
but
here.
wasn't meant to be. It's a tricky pin. It's mounded. We gotta just hope the wind takes a lot of this off because it's downhill. I expect this to be a little long, but I'm gonna try it. See what happens.
This is looking good so far.
Oh no.
That should do nicely.
Honestly, the landing spot wasn't bad, but we didn't think about the fact that we'd roll right down that hill.
Good luck.
It's a tricky pin, honestly, to sit there, so it's alright.
Could be.
Does it got the legs?
Oh,
No, I got too cautious with it because I didn't want to go back by the hole.
see what you can do here on the
Just a
10th.
par. That's a 4 under front 9, so nothing special really there. Fast is going to put us into the rough.
Well, that'll
Couldn't
do.
afford it there. The tempo on my driver has not been good enough.
Green.
A brutal shot here. We're looking at like 180, 170, the wind. This could work. This is going to be either off the back or off the side. We're going to try to hit one and use the rough to kind of like see what we can do.
That swing was a little bit off.
It's fast. Might screw us completely. Get off of there.
Which was a bit wayward.
Couldn't afford this was the one spot we could not afford to sit, which is up on this hill. Turn in. What a shot. Sit down now. All right.
Nice to save par here.
It's a good par. Unfortunately, we've said that a lot today. It's a good par. We're kind of just scrambling our way through this round.
4 for this one. Well, this should
Try
be
to slow our driver swing down a little bit. It's been too fast all day.
Here's our second shot on hole number 11.
I think this should work. Somehow, like, spin back towards the hole. I think there's a little hill here. There is. Unfortunately, falls down the other side of it, though. It's like, I mean, that is maybe a foot from being right next to the hole.
Looking super.
It's in, though.
Oh, man. Nice putt.
Good birdie. 5 under for the day. We're halfway to the goal. I don't know that we'll get there unless we go on a little heater here, but let's see what we can do.
I think this one's fairway bound.
I think we're going to like this, depending on where it
And
sits.
this one's about 210 yards or so from the pin.
Okay, I think we can play this.
Oh, coming in for a landing on the green.
Sit. Come back around.
Safe
Oh,
approach.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I thought, again, like, look at this slope that it's sitting on. With all that momentum, I just can't believe it doesn't turn around the corner there. I'm going to play this, like, right center.
This one's on a good line. Shaping
All right.
up out here.
Nice.
That's
It's in.
birdie number
We'll take the
6
birdie.
on
That's a
the day.
tough hole. 6 under now. We're working our way there. Slowly but surely, we are working our way
This one
there.
Up on hole number 13.
This one, we played from the bunker yesterday. I don't really love that. I'm going to try to just carry it. I'm going to try to overpower one here. 104.
This one could go either way.
Sit there. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. think we're gonna need this. Left is a little safer than right. I don't really expect the wind to pull this much. This might go all the way off. That's insane. That's insane. I know we didn't hit the greatest shot, but that is actually insane that slope right here takes that ball that much when nothing else is taking the ball at all. So very unfortunate, really. What? Did I hit that bad? Man, that is such a fucking silly bogey.
Good job with that chip shot.
What was I doing?
For the bogey.
Was that just the laziest chip we've ever seen? That's really what it came down to.
Well, you made good contact with that one.
All right, got to try to forget that one. That is just
About 160
giving shots away for no reason. Wind slightly helping. Maybe just pull this back a little bit.
And we're going right.
Wow, we missed that by so much. Like,
Up and out of here.
okay. Oh, I mean, I guess we just missed our shot by that much. It's kind of crazy. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
That's gonna drop
Let's
in
go.
there.
We
The birdie.
honestly the shot beforehand wasn't bad enough that it should have been over there in my opinion. So we'll take the birdie and run. We will. 198. I mean, I think this probably plays okay, actually. I'm going to play it. We might have to hit a pull this time around because clearly we tried to just hit a push and that wasn't happening. So we'll hit the pull into this wind. It's still pretty strong. We hit a dead straight line, of course.
The approach is heading a bit to the right. Second shot here on the 15th.
Let's get a check. Hit it a little too hard.
This one's 10 feet away. Going towards that hole.
Good putt. We'll take the birdie. We'll take the par, rather. Take the par. Last par 5. Got to get something going here.
Careful out there. We got a tailwind blowing.
So this shot we can probably attack if we just hit a good drive. All right, there we go. 377 should be like a mid iron in here, I think. 7 iron.
Yards away.
We want to land this short. They're only moderate fairways, but we do want to still land this short and just trickle it on. Otherwise, long is really just not any good. This probably pulls this to like 180. You know what? I'm going to hit this. I'm going to see what happens here. It's 178. It's still a little too far. And there it goes.
Okay, we're on the green.
Stays on the green, but
This putt is very,
We
very
just needed
long.
to take a little more off of that.
Do what you can. See if we can get this close, maybe.
I actually don't feel bad about this right here. For some reason, this just called my name like right away. This spot.
Oh, this one could drop.
That one, I just saw the line.
Man,
Like,
did everything right
it took
on
me
that
a
one.
half a second to read that putt. I don't know if you guys saw that. I moved that to that spot right away. It was perfect.
Now on number 17.
That never happens. I never see a line like that clear or that good. We'll take the eagle. 35 under. You gotta love that. Oh, it's a horrible swing, but we're gonna get away with it. Better lucky than good.
115 yards to the pin.
I gotta get up on this tier. See what we can do with it. Everything wants to pull us that way.
Yep, I think
Coming
this
in pretty
one's
good.
bound for the green. Here we go.
Good
birdie
shot.
putt.
Down an inch. I am gonna just leave this here. I don't want to pull. I don't want to shorten this too much.
Birdies everywhere.
It's in. Let's go.
Birdie of the day.
36. 9 under. 9 under. Let's see if we can steal one more. I think I'd be happy with that,
Picking up,
honestly.
blowing left to right on this one.
It's a tough round.
Well, this one's looking good.
It's going to funnel back left, but not into the rough. It's going to give us a pretty good angle in here. About as good as we could ask for. Got to get over this tier, but not long enough that it's gone. Which is the problem here. I'll try to maybe just loft one up. If this wind gains this club like 15 yards, and we lose, I don't know, like six on elevation, gaining 11, so 38. I'd rather be a little short than a little long. Rather be a little left than a little right. Let's see what we can do. Yep.
Nice shot. That'll
That's okay. I really just didn't want to be long.
Score of 6.
I knew that was probably the outcome of that shot. Playing it a little too safe. See if we can get this one to drop.
Right by.
Nope.
Here we go. Just a few more inches.
Would have been too much to ask for 2 long putts, you know.
managed to drop that
But
par putt
that's
on
okay.
there on the
9 under.
final hole. Good job.
I'm pretty happy. We scrambled really well early in the round to keep ourselves in it, and then we scored late. So, I mean, we beat Wobie, which he had a bad tournament by his standards for sure, but
Hold tight.
the fact that I was at least competitive with them is says that I think I should be safe. This should maybe be a top 50 finish. Not the greatest, not the worst, but you know, we played pretty well there through rounds 2, 3, and 4. I'm happy with that. Let's see how we do, and we'll see you tomorrow for a playthrough, guys. Drop a like for me, and we'll see you later.